Three podcasters talk about a movie. Oh my god, I'm glowing! This is The Last Dragon on Stinker Madness.
Stinker Madness. Stinker Madness. Stinker Madness. We got the Stinker Madness.
Hello and welcome to Stinker Madness, the podcast about bad movies by bad movie lovers for bad movie lovers. I'm your host, Justin. With me as always are Sam and Jackie. Hello to you people.
Hi.
Hello.
Good. Hi.
Oh, that's not weird at all.
The Last Dragon starring Vanity, Taimak.
Timac.
One name guy. Anybody else? We got anybody else in this?
All of the other people.
Danny Aiello.
No, that's not. It's Mike Best.
Mike Best, yeah. He looks
They
like
always
Danny Aiello.
get Mike Best is, of course. How do they know I got gas in Dumb and Dumber?
I'm the gas man.
And whatever, Pantaleone's in there for like one
Yeah,
scene as the
yeah.
driver.
Right.
William H. Macy.
Oh, William H. Macy, that's right.
Yeah.
But it's pretty much Vanity and Taimak.
I don't know.
Timac.
The show stealer was really the little brother. Who the hell was that again?
Oof, unknown.
Yeah, the kid from the Cosby Show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he the kid from the Cosby Show?
What's Theo's best friend, Cockroach?
Cockroach.
Yeah.
He grew up to be Cockroach? That doesn't line up because Rudy's in this film.
Yeah.
And Cockroach was like a teenager.
Theo was way older than Rudy.
Yeah, I know. But this kid is not a teenager.
He's close. It's the kid.
I don't know if it's Cockroach.
It seems to be according to all sources you can find. And I sort of remember him being in the show.
Not this source. All right. Anyways, I thought the other kid. No, never mind. But yeah, Rudy's in it. She was good for half a scene.
Yeah.
Could have gone for more Rudy. Kid's cute. I wonder what Rudy's up to. She's not a kid anymore, so she's probably not.
I
Cute.
think she's the same age as us.
Yeah. She sure was a irresistible, precocious little scamp back in the 1985. She's probably a real bitch now.
No Joan Crawford.
Yeah, no Joan Crawford. Anyways, The Last Dragon, the story of a what do you call those? Not middle America, mid-urban kid who is obsessed with kung fu culture. He can't even speak like everybody else. He has to stereotype his Asian.
We should just address
verbiage.
this right now.
Okay.
So his parents obviously didn't raise him. This Chinese guy did. This Asian man,
Okay. And he probably spent more time with the Asian guy.
unknown descent, because he doesn't behave like a human does.
Sure.
He only behaves like a caricature of a karate guy does.
That is correct. Mm-hmm.
I kind of wondered if they didn't just send him off to like karate camp and then they just never picked him up.
I don't know.
And then
I
he
think
shows up one day and they're like, oh, hey.
You're back.
I think he just saw a Bruce Lee movie one time and was like, "That's it. That's what I want to be. I'm that from now on." And he's got the clothes. I don't know what that shirt's called. It's obviously not a gi, but it's like
Well, the classic Shaolin
button up.
silk robe gown thing.
Yeah, he's got one of those.
Looks
He's
like
got a rice
smoking-
picker's hat on.
He does own a rice picker's hat. He's very into this culture that he's created in his own mind that may or may not even exist. But there's ruffians in town. This is not a nice neighborhood that he's from. People that also like kung fu. You got Sho Nuff and his gang. You've got this other guy named Arkadian who is trying to get his girlfriend to become famous as a singer,
So he can become famous.
or maybe just rich. And
I don't know. He
Live
seems
off
like
her.
he's already doing okay.
he seems like he's doing okay. And they all jumble up in together and get into one wacky adventure.
Sort of.
Yeah. But let's go back to Taimak. What's Bruce Leroy.
Well, yeah.
Bruce Leroy Green.
Leroy Green, Bruce Lee, Roy.
Right. He trains under this master that Sam mentions, or teacher, whatever, and he learns that to become a true master, he must meet with a master and then beat him.
No, he just says that the glow, because he's asking about the glow.
Right, you get the glow.
And the whole time, his Asian teacher guy is like, the answer to your question is inside you. Like, from the beginning of the movie.
Oh, he's telegraphing it.
He's
Yeah,
like,
sure.
you're done training. He's like, no, but I need to know more. There isn't any more. But what else is there? Nothing. I must know more. There isn't any more. What about the other stuff? Okay, kid, go over here. There, the other stuff is there.
Uh-huh.
which starts the quest for the ultimate knowledge of Kung Fu.
Right. Which involves seeking out
The master.
Dumb Yum, who may or may not, it may just be coincidence, is a fortune cookie factory.
Yeah, he's the wisdom behind the fortune cookie factory, or so they would have us believe.
Right.
Anyone who hasn't read a fortune cookie would believe this.
So this kid's on a journey to seek this out and zany adventures along the way. Let's start with Jackie. I want to talk about the music of this film because this is a very heavy music movie. This is not a karate movie in the conventional meaning of such a word. Jackie?
I didn't think the songs were half bad.
Well, they're all hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that, they, I don't know, they kept me kind of entertained in between the slow spots of the movie. I'm going to say the most overacting one during a song was definitely Vanity.
Oh, boy.
She was doing that Seventh Heaven thing.
Oh, boy.
That was awful. But the most entertaining performer, though, for me was Trixier.
The girlfriend who's getting pushed to be famous?
Yeah.
Okay.
I liked her.
Cyndi Lauper impersonation.
Yeah, I liked that. I thought it was fun.
Yeah, I hated her at first, but she really rapidly grew on me. Like, I like this character quite a bit.
Sure, yeah.
Now, how about the costumes, Jackie?
Yep.
Yep.
Once again, the one that had the best costumes was still Trixie. I'm just gonna call her Trixie. I don't know what her name is.
Trixie's a good one. I think it was Angie was her name, actually.
Oh, yeah. She had just some wild shit, some like reflectors on her boobs and in her hair. And
She sings a song called Going on a Test Drive. So she's dressed like a car.
Yep.
Yeah. And, she had the weird plastic triangle thing with like half of her hair was a different color sticking out the other half of the triangle. And she just was really interesting to look at. Whereas Vanity, I don't know, just typical 80s
Just
bullshit.
Crapping it up with leather pants and sequins.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, the Vanity. This is Vanity's third appearance on Stinker Madness. Is that correct? Got Never Too Young to Die and Action Jackson.
In this one.
And this one, yeah.
I thought that there was another one snuck in there somewhere. Like
Yeah.
She was in Purple Rain, wasn't she?
She was not.
almost was in Purple Rain.
Yeah.
Her vagina was just too cavernous. She got kicked right out of that.
I thought she removed herself from it.
Yeah. All right. Maybe I don't know. Her vagina was too damaged from penises. So she had to get out of there and repair it.
Huh. I think that's right out of the history book.
It says on Wikipedia. It says right there because I wrote it. I put it there, Sam. So that means
There you go.
So, yeah, The Last Dragon. Sam, you brought this to us. So, oddball.
There was a dragon in it.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Well,
In
a patch of a dragon.
of a dragon.
You want to tell us your history with The Last Dragon first?
Well, I can't remember what theater, and I tried to look this up, and I still don't know what it is, but it had to be one of those theaters that was before the loop design, where essentially they link all of the films together and run it on a continuous loop.
Uh-huh.
Because the theater would show non-current films sometimes.
Okay.
And my brother and I went to see this at the theater, and I think when I was 10, so it had to be 5-6 years old by that point.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I was 12 and he was 8. I think that sounds more about right. And we're like, yeah, karate movie. We're in this theater waiting, and it's like, you're in there. At this stage, like, mom's shopping.
You can't leave. No.
You can't leave. You're committed. It's like, what the fuck is this shit? This is shit. And, mom comes to get us, and we're like, that was awful. Worst movie ever. And years later, a friend of the program, Roman, is talking about The Last Dragon and how awesome it is. And I was still like, it was such a bad experience at the time that I was like, that movie's shit. It is shit. And I hate it. And he finally, after like probably 2 years, convinced me to watch it again. And I was like, holy crap, this is incredible.
This movie is awesome.
This movie is, I had no idea that when you weren't expecting awesome karate movies, that how fun this could be.
Say it's the tops.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's dig into this bad boy. It starts out with a nice, I'm sure you hadn't left the theater at the beginning because it's a nice karate stretch and flex, slow motion, do moves in front of the camera credit sequence in a basement.
Yeah, well, or it's a guy's house.
So
right?
it looks like a karate movie at the beginning. Okay, all right.
I thought they were doing these moves inside of what looked to me a pizza parlor.
kind of, yeah.
The
Interesting.
floor with the brick wall behind
Uh-huh,
it.
uh-huh.
You know, it just reminded me of like a pizza parlor.
Well, pizza's a very reoccurring theme in this movie, so I can't say that you're wrong. But then it cuts to him shadowboxing, and his master is shooting arrows at him. I still can't imagine that you're out at this point, because this
No.
is awesome.
And in the, there's one where he chops the arrow in half, and it is a slower moving arrow, but the only way to do it was practically, and I guess reading about it, they tried it for 3 hours before he could actually chop an arrow in half that was in flight.
Yeah, you'd have to lob that thing pretty hard, because I've seen some research on, like, this used to be a trick. It was a magician's trick. It's not the catch a bullet thing. It was chop an arrow.
Yeah.
And it can't be done. They had to fake it. If you do it at full speed, you can't deflect the arrow at all. It just slides underneath your hand. Even if you hit it perfectly at the tip and push down, it's going by too fast. It would
Yeah.
just barely even, it will move your hand more. Anyways, so he chops arrows in half, catches one. He's like, Master, I've done it. I've caught this. And the master's like, oh, you must learn discipline for catching the blue arrow.
How did you know it was the blue arrow?
Yeah, that's, how does he know? Which,
I didn't. I just acted.
yeah.
I'm sorry. No, you fool. That is how you do it. You think. You know without thinking.
Mm.
You know without knowing, and then rips off his dragon patch.
So he's good. He's the best.
And he's sad at first, but then he realizes, no, it's the last dragon. Then there was one missing space in his training, and now it's not missing anymore. The patch comes off of him and goes on the, I guess, story box wall or whatever this shit is for him.
And I'm just going to say, none of those other patches looked like dragons of any kind. They were just kind of blobs of color
Yeah,
in the shape of a whale.
maybe.
You really hate that there's not any Game of Thrones dragons in this movie, Jackie.
I might be a little angry about it still.
Yeah, I think you need to get over that. So he's going to go on this glow quest because to get the glow, you got
There
to
should be
the
a dragon,
best.
right?
No,
Oh.
dragon. No, that's fire, actually, not glow. You glow after a pile of ash.
Yeah, but he has apparently received all the training he can give or get from his current master. Now, here's a question.
Sure.
Do you think that the guy's just like, yep, you're done, just because he wants him to go away?
Kid, you're offending me with your fake Asian business. Can you please back off?
Yep, you are now a karate master. Nope, I'll have no other words about it. It's time to go.
Pay me in pizza.
Yeah.
Here's your free chiclets. Now get out.
Either way, he's off onto his mission to, as we described earlier, find the some dumb guy.
Some
Is
dumb,
the name of
the cream of some young guy fortune cookies.
the fortune cookie factory is some dumb guy fortune cookies.
Mm-hmm.
The master.
He's got to take his medallion, though, too.
Oh yeah, he gives him a medallion.
A medallion.
Medallion is what it is.
He doesn't go to find the master immediately, though. He
Well, yes,
goes
he's
to
just-
sit down and watch a Bruce Lee flick.
Oh yeah, that's what you do.
And eat popcorn with chopsticks.
He goes to do what I wanted to do the first time I fucking saw this movie.
Watch a different movie.
Yeah, watch a different movie. They show too much of the movie
They do. They
in
do.
this.
Are you out yet? Is your 12-year-old Sam going,
No.
oh, this isn't a karate movie?
I'm not out yet.
Okay.
We're still,
Let's try to make a guess, Jackie. This is the one. This is the one that's going to get him. This is where 12-year-old Sam is out. So he's there watching Enter the Dragon, and some fucking nutsacks start breakdancing in the middle of the goddamn aisles, and people are like, sit down! And this crowd is already unruly. Like, I don't want to be at this theater before the breakdancing starts,
yeah.
but they get pissed off at the breakdancing?
So one of the guys that works at we later find out works at the some dumb guy fortune cookie factory, destroys the boombox and
Yeah.
ends the breakdancing.
And
The people like that. There's cheering.
yeah, until the doors swing open from the back of the aisle, and these ruffians show up, and they're like, front guy is this giant. How tall do you think this guy is?
I'm going to say like 6'5".
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a tall guy.
He's a tall guy.
He kind of looks like Coolio.
Kind of looks like
Is
Coolio.
it Clarence James III, I think is his name?
He's got some nice hair.
He's dressed all in red.
Football pads.
It's kind of samurai football patty,
It's a little,
80s funk fresh.
yeah, there's liberties being taken with current fashion and with kung fu fashion at this point.
And football pads. And
yeah.
street justice.
There's also some like boxing training pads and some kung fu training pads or karate training pads that get mixed in with his stuff periodically as well.
He's like, who's the man that owns the streets? Sho Nuff. Who's the man that's the best in town? Sho Nuff.
Because he's got a posse full of suck.
Yes.
That we didn't describe
his
yet, too.
Posse. Oh, boy. These 4 people. For the most part, it's 4 people, maybe 5. But everything he asks, they say Sho Nuff, because Sho Nuff's his name.
I thought it was Shogun.
No, he's the Shogun of Harlem. His name is Sho Nuff.
The Shogun of Harlem. His name is probably Steve.
Or Shirley Nuffington.
Surely nothing. Oy.
Sho Nuff for short.
Well, it's not Clarence James III. It's Juluis Carry III.
So nobody's buying this business. There's people in the aisle rolling their eyes. This kid is like, oh, brother. And the cookie factory, fortune cookie guy is like, shut up.
Down in front.
Bruce Leroy is just like, ugh, I'm going to eat my popcorn with my chopsticks.
Oh, God. Get over yourself. This is where I'm starting to tip.
To question.
They're like, okay, well, I guess there's going to be a fight, so that's cool. But he's just, wait a second. He's eating popcorn with chopsticks. Even like an 8-year-old brother is like, I don't know about this guy.
Well, he gets up in Leroy's face and he's like, hey, man, I heard you're just some kind of awesome guy. Let's fight. And he's like, fuck off.
Pretty much. Like, no, I'm watching a movie. So does he knock his popcorn out? I don't remember what he does yet.
Yeah, no, the crowd goes ape shit.
Yeah.
Like, sit down and shut up. And so they start diving. Everybody fucking comes at Sho Nuff left and right.
These 2 guys up in the upper balcony that are fat guys take their shirts off. And they're like, we're going to fuck your day up. And it's like, what the fuck? Where are these guys even from? 2 fat white guys all of a sudden in the movie. One of them looks like he's a wrestling fan, not a wrestler. And they come and don't get it done.
Nope.
The guy that works at the fortune cookie factory gets his ass kicked pretty good.
Uh-huh.
They're from the Donut
Factory. It was a good joke.
show.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, got
You know
it.
what? My jokes are awesome. You were just fucking slow.
So
Instead of
Leroy
showing up,
just
never
walks
mind.
away. He just bails. It's like, you guys ruined my fucking movie. I'm out. So we cut to some rich guy. His name is Arkadian.
Uh-huh.
This guy looks familiar, doesn't he?
He does,
does.
but he's not really anybody.
Yeah, I couldn't place him. And they're in this swanky place, and he's got his one henchman there.
Mike Best.
Mike Best.
From Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, and his girl, who's kind of a dizzy dame.
Who is dressed like Rainbow Bright.
Yeah. She's a flibberty gibbet, a twit, you might say. A ding dong.
She
doober.
means well.
Yeah, but she's got a heart of gold. But they've also got this kooky fish tank thing.
That's got some sort of terrible sea beast in it.
Or, I don't know. I mean,
It could be anything.
there's something in it.
And it poops a lot because that water's very dark green.
Yeah, it's grody looking.
It eats an entire cow leg.
Is this
Yeah, it does.
is this Mike Best's pet? Is that what this thing
I
is?
guess. Well, he likes it. It's originally, I think, been brought in to deal with the riffraff for torture purposes or something.
Like ill-tempered sea bass.
Maybe.
Okay.
But the long and the short of it is even that the boss now has decided that it's probably too much of a nuisance to keep around. But Mike Best's character's like, no, you said to keep it around just in case. So I'm doing it. And he's obviously quite enamored by this unseen, horrible, devouring of flesh creature.
So they're talking about how he's going to make her a big star and, oh, she's going to be tops. And we just got to get your music video in front of this Laura person because she's the gatekeeper of all tunes, apparently.
Yeah, she's the local dance club show.
Which is on television.
Yeah,
Called Seventh Heaven.
Seventh Heaven. They had one of these in L.A.
Okay.
When I was growing up, there was a Beyond Soul Train. There was a local one.
All right.
Show up and the line would go out around whatever CBS studios and you'd get picked if you were hot enough.
Shake your moneymaker.
Shake your moneymaker.
And that made you in charge of all whether music is successful or not.
Oh, no.
Because that's what I'm questioning Vanity's character is she's
Is-
like the Casey Kasem of Dance Party.
I guess that's what they're making you think, that like without the nod from this show, you're nothing.
You're
Like
nobody.
this is Soul Train. You're just in the same town as Soul
She's-
Train, right?
She's Lady Bim. You can't do anything unless she endorses it.
I think there was probably a while there that Motown, because wasn't Soul Train actually owned by Motown? That was their
Yeah, I
show,
think so.
wasn't it?
Right.
So I mean, there's some truth to the fiction here.
Okay. All right. looking back from the future where we live,
Yes,
it's really strange.
it is very odd that used to happen.
I
I guess it probably still happens. Do they have those shows on the? Do they have anything like
dance
that?
party on what channel? Fox?
What was that shit called on MTV where they would dance at the beach just for 30 fucking minutes without stopping?
Nope.
Oh, you didn't watch that?
No.
Some hot chicks on that.
Speaking of hot chicks, El DeBarge.
That what?
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it's a family. It's a family act.
The El DeBarge?
El DeBarge, they're all siblings.
Oh, okay.
There's like fucking 7 of them,
Right
too.
on, man.
Yeah, and that's their last name is El DeBarge.
Front guy's got a Jerry curl.
He does. He's got a fucking voice of an angel, too.
Oh, yeah, that guy got pipes.
Yeah.
It's a pretty rad song, though.
Rhythm of the Night.
Dance into the morning light.
I liked
That's
the,
the wrong one
video
again.
too.
No, it's not.
That was the rhythm of the night.
No.
That's the one you're thinking it is.
Think
It's-
about the rhythm of the night. Dance into the morning light.
Yeah, that's
Forget
the
about
one.
the worries on your mind. We can leave them all behind.
Yeah, that's that one.
I've got a voice of an angel, too.
I don't think you do. Sound like Adam Sandler.
Doobie. So William H. Macy needs this favor because I guess he's one of
He's just-
Arkadian's guys.
No,
How's he
he's
related?
He's a guy
He's just a guy, okay,
that knows her.
that knows Laura.
Yeah. So
Okay.
what happens is that Baldy just puts some pressure on him because he finds out this guy knows her, and that's what he's saying. He's like, I don't know, this guy's crazy. He's a mafioso guy. He's gonna put a lot of pressure on me. You gotta do me this favor so I can stay alive or not get beat up or something, right?
All
And
right.
she's like, whatever, dude.
Don't care.
Yeah. And he's like, I'm William H. Macy. And then you never see him again.
And then he's gone.
He's gone.
He was fed to the fish tank.
They kept his jacket, though. That thing was fucking glamorous.
Oh yeah.
Well, she's not interested in Angie's music. She instead wants to sing her own song, That Blows.
Which was like, Thriller happens after this, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So what the fuck is...
No. This was 85. Thriller was 84.
Okay, so this is right after
Uh-huh.
Thriller. It's like a
The
shitty...
zombie dance.
Yeah.
Right. But the lyrics of the song are I do already
I thought there was something about like doing it and...
we're doing it and we hard. I can't understand any of it, and she makes these fucking doofy ass faces.
She looks confused sometimes.
Good God.
Like there's about 3 or 4 times that she's looking around like she doesn't know if they're rolling.
Are we still going? Because I'm just making this up
Yeah.
as we're going. It's like going to Sweden and
Yeah.
hearing some of
it
their
was-
music.
And reading about the movie and some of the special features, that set was so expensive and so high tech at the time
Mhm.
that they just did a lot of live recording there, lots and lots and lots of it. The video screens were an expensive setup, and so that would make sense that she's like lost in this marathon of shooting in this fucking thing. Like,
booby doobie,
Are-
wooby wooby.
is this main stuff? Is this what is going on here?
Well, Leroy walks by the club and he sees Vanity on her way out, and they oogle each other like, I like your shit. I like your shit. That's how he talks.
He just.
And she's
By the way, I'm out at this point.
you're gone.
Once the dance scene happens,
Okay, El DeBarge killed it for you.
El DeBarge was like, I liked that song at that point. Once she does her shit, it's long enough now that I realize that the movie's not about karate. And that's where, like, and I think what it is it's actually when we get to them and he passes her by in the car, even though there's going to be some karate in a minute, I'm just like him passing her in the car is like me passing the movie emotionally. Like, I am out.
I'm done.
Awful, awful movie for a 12-year-old karate fan. Like Smooth Jams, though. Shit, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Except for the one Vanity song. Hoi.
All right, so Vanity's assaulted by Arkadian's guys, his goons. They're gonna rough her up because she turned down Tinkerbell's song, and Leroy sees it though, and he kicks all their asses.
Well, she's just gonna get like at this point they're gonna talk to her. So
Yeah.
her driver has been compromised, which is Pantaleone or whatever.
Right.
Panettiere, whatever his name is, that we've seen a million times.
Joe Piscopo.
Not him.
Okay.
Which that guy has made a poor career decision.
Joe Piscopo?
Pantalone.
Okay. Joe Pantaleone?
Yeah, no.
Nope, that's a different guy.
Different guy.
I don't know who you're talking about, Sam.
The driver.
There
I'm talking
was a
about
driver
the
car.
character of the driver. If that's her driver, he's made a poor career decision to help some balding non-mafioso guy put the squeeze on his employer.
No, he turns around and he says, I'm not Frank or whatever.
Oh.
He's like, I'm your new driver for this evening.
Squeeze play guy.
Yeah. He's taking her to dinner.
That's my first name. My last name is
Robinson.
Sonomatopoeia. Squeeze
I'm
guy
squeeze
Robinson.
play guy Robinson.
Good to meet you.
Yeah.
So he kicks all their asses, and she's like, "Oh, great!" But she turns around to thank him, and he's disappeared. He's got Batman skills, but he's dropped his medallion. Oh no!
Medallion.
Hmm.
It's very shiny gold.
Yeah, it is that.
Ches Palmieri.
Ah, yes, that. Guy.
Yeah.
So Arkadian sends Mike Best. Do we know Mike Best's character's name at all?
I don't think so.
Tough guy.
He's tough number one. He's a former boxer. That he was the first major play that Arkadian's character was going to hitch himself to for fame.
Right. Mm-hmm. So Leroy's also running a karate school or a kung fu school. Has this been going on this whole time or just since he reached the pinnacle?
I figure this is the school that I think the Asian master guy owns this.
Okay, so he's just like...
He's just the instructor most nights now because he doesn't need any more instruction.
Okay, I see it. And Sho Nuff comes by and he's like, "We're going to fucking fight, buddy. You got to do it." And Leroy's like, "No, I will not fight you. I am peaceful, Ho Chi Minh." I think he said that. Probably didn't say
He didn't say much. He just sort of stood there and the guy was being a dick.
Yeah, and then we got to introduce Johnny here. Johnny's a wily karate learner. He thinks that making noise and doing moves in the air is enough to frighten your opponent off.
Yeah.
And he's not good at actual fighting.
No.
So he steps in and he's like, "Yeah, hoo-ah, yow." And Sho Nuff's like, "You're a little bitch."
So he sicks some goons on him and they, get him good. And now Bruce Leroy Jenkins Green is got to kiss his boots.
Bruce Leroy Jenkins.
I want him to be Leroy Jenkins.
Hi-ya, Leroy Jenkins.
Just a disaster that would be a better movie.
I got chicken.
Yeah. So he has got to kiss his boots because he doesn't want his guy to get beat up.
Right.
So he gets kicked in the face.
Classic bad guy move. Are you back in at this point at all, Sam?
Well, you know what doesn't happen in this scene?
Singing?
A karate fight.
That's true.
Which, after he doesn't have he decides to take the high road again. I'm like, oh, this is not a karate movie.
Further reinforcing your dislike for this film. Okay. All right, so...
And then his buddy's a nutsack.
Yeah.
You're like, if you're wanting to watch a karate film, say.
So he goes home with the fam, and he lives in like a typical urban cliche apartment.
It's a townhouse in Queens.
Yeah. And his kid bro is in love with Vanity. She's on TV, and he's gonna marry her. He's just obsessed with her.
He's been to Seventh Heaven.
Yeah, she blew a kiss at him.
Yeah.
So Leroy's like, "Wait, you know her? I need you to take me to her. You can help me out." So he takes him to the club, the Seventh Heaven Club, and Vanity gets nabbed again because Mike Best is pretending to be a producer, a TV producer or something. He tosses her in the TV van, and Leroy finds this binder that says Arkadian on it. So now he's got a clue.
It's all may as well be an address, I guess.
So upstairs at Arkadian's, Vanity's watching the crappy Trixie video, which this song was also really stupid because she does 2-bit numbers. She does the Test Drive one and then this one, which might as well have been like I Like Boys.
It was pretty much I Like Boys, yeah.
It was, you have porno in a box under your bed. You have Polaroids of porno under your bed that I have seen.
Yeah, she's very lyrically sexy.
Yep, that's it.
Lyrically sexy.
What's sexy about that, Sam?
Well, no, it's seductive.
I've seen your Polaroids under your bed.
Well, it's, racy.
Found porn.
Nobody else has other people are singing about like true love and bullshit like that. She's like,
Madonna's singing about like having a baby and shit and like a virgin and Papa don't preach and
it's not as sexy.
it's not sexy. Neither is that.
Lyrically, it's not as sexy.
I guess that's true.
Uh,
It's not sexy. Sam. Talking about somebody's porn they found under a mattress.
She's
is
supposed
not
to
hot.
be like, it's funny because it's like she's singing about hot stuff.
It's not hot.
And then you see her like, whoa, she's dressed funny.
So, well, Vanity does not go for it. She is not interested.
Well, she's not. I mean, she's like, yeah, there's some, you got some talent that's not what we do on our show.
Yeah,
It's like, Cyndi Lauper probably wasn't on Soul Train.
probably not.
Yeah.
So she's out. No, thank you. But I guess they're gonna kill her.
No, they're going to impress upon her that it's not really, they're not asking.
Right. So what if she refuses more? Are they gonna kill her?
No, they're going to just like poke her with shit, be mean. Because you can only rough her up so much because she's got to go back on TV.
Yeah.
So they'll probably just make her sit there until she really has to poop. And they're like, okay, you can go poop, but you have to play this video.
Well, Leroy busts in ninja garb to save her. Beats all of their asses.
Not enough to get me back in.
Yeah. This is the first.
He loses his hair. The villain loses his hair during this fight. He gets pushed into
Yeah,
the
that's right.
slimy green
Yeah.
fish tank thing. It eats off a strip of the top of his hair.
Mhm.
I mean, how could a 12-year-old you not be in for bald guy?
I was not.
Okay.
Because at this point, I'm already not seeing a film comprised, at least 60% of the film needs to be a karate sequence, was what I was expecting. I was expecting a Jackie Chan film. This is just hijinks. It's not karate. It's not enough to get me back in.
So they go back to Vanity's, and she has the medallion, and she gives it back to him, and she's in.
She's ready for some Bruce Leroy green penis.
The long dick.
Whatever size it is.
Yeah, the LT.
She puts a gold medal. She like puts a ribbon around his medallion, because that's what it's not. And then puts it around him like he's won the gold medal. And she's the after prize.
Mm-hmm.
So he just leaves.
Yeah, he just bails.
He's like, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
He is a virgin. I think the telegraphs that pretty clear.
Has no sexual inclinations beyond whether he's a virgin or not. He's just,
I think he's a virgin.
well, he's beyond that. He's so uninterested in,
Not saying he's not.
yeah.
I think he's a virgin, though.
Oh, absolutely. Because he was like, what else does it do besides pee? He doesn't even know how it works. His brother tells him as much, and he's like, you are right. I do not know how it works.
And he moves.
Moves.
So he goes to the fortune cookie factory. He just finds it. Just wanders down the street and finds it.
It's got a big sign.
And they won't really let him in.
Nope.
Like, no, you can't. I don't know what you're talking about. You are clearly not Asian.
What are they playing? Oh, they're playing B Street Jive with a boombox.
Yeah,
There's some
just-
ladies there.
Yeah. It's
Hanging
dance
out,
and
dancing,
do
and
stuff.
They're lip syncing on the
lip-syncing.
sidewalk.
Yeah. Being cool guys.
Not doing their... What are this guy's jobs?
Gatekeeper to keep wannabe Asian guys
It
out.
doesn't seem like anybody else works there.
No, it doesn't.
Like, they just get all of the fortune cookies are put in crates by machines,
Uh-huh.
and then they just sit there because these guys are not doing anything else.
Keep the wandering black children away from the Asian headquarters of the master.
Huh.
Yeah. No, we don't take kindly to your kind here. God damn it. Don't let me in the cookie factory either.
No.
I'm an asshole. Okay, so Sho Nuff comes by the pizzeria looking for Leroy. Leroy's not there, so he fucks up the whole place.
Yeah, we failed to mention earlier that his dad owns a pizzeria.
Yeah.
It's got a pretty catchy slogan. And, old Sho Nuff comes and fucks shit up.
Yep. Tosses the son into the spaghetti bin.
I'll be honest with you, the second time I watched it, this is sort of the scene that got me back in.
Okay.
Because I was still so pissed about it not being a karate movie that I didn't really believe Roman.
Uh-huh.
But once his mom starts hitting him with the pizza dough, I was like, this shit's funny. This is a funny movie. Because it's like his dad's like, oh, don't mess with them. And she's like, the hell with that. They're fucking our place up. I'm going to fuck these assholes up.
She hits so many people that she runs out of pizza dough. She's scrambling to find more pizza dough to throw at these guys.
One of the henchmen gets hit in the face with the pizza dough and he gets so mad that he breaks some salt shakers rather than retaliate.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
I like this scene quite a bit. But Leroy walks in and he's fucking pissed now.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
His brother's been thrown upside down into the trash can,
into spaghetti.
which is full of spaghetti.
And
Because
the brother yells at him
yeah,
that he's a wiener.
Yeah,
well, he is a wiener.
Yeah.
He's not lying.
you're being a little bitch,
Is it-
Leroy.
At this point in the movie, do you think he's not a wiener?
No, you're right. I thought, okay, this movie's got to start going into fight mode pretty soon.
Yeah.
Because this Leroy guy, he is not getting anything done.
No, he's the real Bruce Lee Roy because he seems like a rigid piece of wood that can't behave socially and doesn't fight anyone.
So far, he's offended every Asian person.
Yes.
He has gotten confused about what his penis is for,
Yes.
his special purpose. And he's wandered around town. That is all that's happened.
And gotten his family business destroyed.
Right, by not kicking somebody's ass when
Or
he's got
just
the ability to kick his ass.
Getting beat up.
Yeah, or
Either
getting
or.
beat up. Yeah, whatever. Making a reputation and then not being able to prove it, I guess.
Yeah, stepping up to the plate.
We're just calling the police. But Vanity comes by and she wants to hire him to be her bodyguard. Guard this body. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Would you like me to draw it in a picture for you?
And he just like gives her Kevin Costner's phone number.
She's no Whitney Houston. God rest both of their souls, but sorry.
I think I'd probably side with Vanity for safety if I was to pick one of the
Oh,
other.
yeah, sure. But as far as singing quality.
Oh, singing is not even a competition. No. Yeah, but the crazy that came with those pipes. No, thanks.
Yeah. So Arkadian's going to hire some new goons. He's going to pick up all the guys to rough Vanity up more, I guess, because they just can't get her.
Well, no, now he's pissed because Bruce Leroy fed his toupee to the sea beast. So he needs to exact revenge
Okay.
upon Bruce Leroy.
right. So
So
his motivations have completely railroaded at this point.
he's trying to 2-for-1 it.
Okay.
He's going to get Vanity to put his girlfriend's shit on TV. And while he's at it, fuck that guy's day up because he's pissed and nobody fucks with him.
Mm.
So
He's got little guy syndrome all the way.
yeah.
Napoleon.
He's got this audition of just the shittiest bad guys.
Oh, my God.
I like the dog guy.
Yep.
Okay, so you tell me about the dog guy.
He's got a
Well,
dog
he
collar
grew
on.
up in Omaha.
He looks like he maybe has some dog pelts on. And he barks and he's got a mohawk and he kind of looks like the strong man from a Barnaby circus.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm getting is he looks like a strong man, but then he just barks.
He's strong dog.
He doesn't look tough at all.
He doesn't do anything that we're like, why
He
is he?
headbutts a table in half.
That dog wouldn't do that.
Okay.
He would bite something.
Maybe he's crazy like a homeless man
He is crazy. He is probably just a crazy homeless person.
who can headbutt a table in half.
And he stole one of the Shogun of Harlem's pelts,
Yeah.
which will come to, he'll rue the day he did that, I'm sure.
Well, upstairs after the hiring session, Angie has an epiphany about what an asshole this guy is. And I really like this sequence of dialogue. Like, this is pretty strong writing right here.
Yeah. It's too bad for the rest of it.
He's saying something about like, you're just skating by on your tits. And she comes back at him and says, you know what? You're just skating by on my tits.
Yeah.
That's a fucking zinger, man.
It is.
That's painful. I really liked this. So she's done with him. She's out. I'm through with you, Arkadian. And Arkadian's like, fine, beat it. And he hires Sho Nuff.
Because now the only plan is revenge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's got her. He no longer has her.
No, but he still has the idea of revenge. And apparently a thriving underground criminal business that supplies him with all sorts of money.
Question mark. So Vanity's out driving around. She picks Leroy up. And he, from his little brother, has been explaining about moves. And he wants her to teach him
friend some moves.
Yeah, I've got a friend that
I've got a
doesn't know
friend.
moves. Can you teach me? And she's like, oh, I can. Yes.
What is she driving?
That's a Mercedes 380
Oh yeah,
SL.
it was a 380. I kept thinking it was a LeBaron.
No,
When you get to the inside of it, because it had the bad interior.
right. Riveting. So they go to the studio, and she's got Bruce Lee clips, romance Bruce Lee clips already queued up. So
Just some music.
yeah.
She's made him a mixtape, but it's not a mixtape. It's a mixed videotape.
She has now made the assumption that he's probably gay.
Yep.
But she can have sex with him once if she puts the right guy on the TV screen. She's a smart woman.
So they kiss, and the little brother sneaks in, and he sees it. Oh no, betrayal! He's dejected. Fuck my brother.
Stole my woman.
Yep. Arkadian comes in and nabs her. He's been having such a trouble nabbing her this whole time. Maybe you should just check the studio.
He does a lot of things wrong.
Yeah. So he just goes there and nabs her. No problem. But the little brother sees it, so he gets nabbed too.
But they don't go anywhere. They just stay there at the
They
studio.
hijack. Why would you leave? This place is fucking awesome.
It's true.
It's got like a spaceship control center at the top of it.
Well, who is that comes on the screen? Sheena Easton?
I don't know who that was. Who is this lady? And then like somebody would say it, and it was like, mumble, mumble. Oh, mumble, mumble. She's
Yeah.
good.
And he's just infatuated, like, right off the bat.
Yeah.
They're selling the soundtrack again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it wasn't Sheena Easton. So Leroy's wandering around trying to get into this cookie factory, and I really like this scene too. He's outside, like, he's dressed like street bro. He's going to deliver some pizza, and he's just, a regular old kid from the neighborhood, like, hey, here's your pizza. And he's practicing, like, how he would say, yo, I brought some pizza to you guys.
Yeah.
Bro, what's up, my friends, my homies? And then as soon as they open the door, he's back. He blows it, and he's like, hello, I brought some pizza for you. They're like, you're
Where's
not
the
Asian.
master? They give him they're at this point, they're in to have a good time with him. now.
Right.
They're going to fuck around with this guy for a
They're
while.
going to make him play some craps.
Yeah. Because he's obviously down with it.
Right. He's from the hood. He knows what craps are. He does not
Nope.
know what craps are. Instead, his version of craps is hopscotch.
Yep.
That's the hot shit on the street, guys. Love that joke. Hopscotch. Oh, so now we jump? So Angie comes by the dojo. She's going to look for Leroy, and Johnny's there. He's like, yeah, I also got moves. I'm cool. What you think, girl?
She's kind of into him, but she sort of needs to get back to her mom's house or whatever.
Yeah, so she leaves a warning that Arkadian's going to kill Leroy.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. So Leroy finally gets to see the master. The Asian guys finally let him to see it.
Yeah. After much, he finally has to kick the door open. They fuck with him again. They kick him out, and he's had it. So he kicks the door open. Then they're like, oh shit, don't kick our ass.
It's a fucking computer.
It's not a computer.
Hey, well then what is it?
I don't know. It looked like a little monitor with some poles sticking out of it.
Uh-huh.
It looked like a TV that they had kind of modified with the pancake.
Okay, so the prop isn't
It's
a
a-
computer,
it's a-
but the
yeah.
master is a
I
computer.
think the point is that, yeah, the master's a computer, but if you're going to tell me that that's a computer, you need to try again. Even when this was made, it's like, I have seen the IBM compatible.
Yeah, that is not a
I have
computer.
seen a Commodore VIC. That is not a computer.
But the idea is that it's writing all of fortune cookies. That
Yeah.
this computer, that three walruses are writing all of the jokes to American Dad.
Yeah,
So there is no master.
there is no master.
Oh, fuck. What? So he goes back and he asks his teacher, like, why did you send me there? Why did you make me do all this? And he's like telegraphing the lesson to him, like, hello, here, look inside this fortune cookie that doesn't have a fortune
Yeah.
in it. Well, what about the medallion? It's not a medallion. It's a belt buckle. Keep
It's-
your pants up.
A belt buckle. Some masters use this one to keep their pants up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I'm still not getting it. It's in you, dummy.
I think this was a part during the first time that Ben was really he was losing his shit because that was a cool prop, I think, for Kate. It's golden and it fits together. You're expecting some magic there.
Right.
It's not magic.
It's just a belt buckle.
Like, I think he had been holding out hope where I was already gone, that this is the point where the film lost my brother for the first time.
But he eventually learns the lesson. The power's within him. And he's now going to go face Arkadian and fight him. And he locks Johnny in a closet because it's too dangerous. It's like, you can't come.
Well, that
Yep.
Johnny's a dipshit.
He
This
is a
just gonna
dipshit.
Mm-hmm.
Get him in trouble again.
In Johnny's defense, most everybody else in this movie is a dipshit too, so.
But out of nowhere, the kid from Red Sonja shows up. This kid hasn't been in this movie up till this point.
No, he hasn't.
And he lets Johnny out.
Ernie,
So-
Ernie Reyes Jr. Coincidentally, not any coincidence at all, His father, Ernie Reyes Sr., is the kung fu coordinator for the film.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Good for him. Leroy's snuck into the warehouse or the studio, and he's gonna start tackling these henchmen that Arkadian's lined up, and he's doing pretty good at first, but then he gets pinned on the ground, and they're kicking him and punching him, and then all of a sudden the doors bust open, and Johnny and the rest of the dojo are there.
Yep.
And they can all fight now.
And this is actually another point of disappointment.
Okay.
Because I'm expecting, like, well, at least now I get to watch him beat up this rogues gallery of nutsacks.
Uh-huh.
But it just sort of turns into this Benny Hill free-for-all.
It is a game of kung fu grab ass.
Hey, but you know, the little kid is the
Yeah.
most badass one out of all of them.
And I
He
think-
nails it.
My brother is, like, in on Ernie Reyes Jr. through most of his, like, until probably he turns into an adult. He was, like, Surf Ninjas was his favorite movie for
Sure.
the longest
Right.
fucking time. I like Surf Ninjas, too. I'm not going to, money can't buy knives. But I think this is the point where, like, that all the movie had to offer Ben was a kid about his age that was the only person that could beat people up in the movie.
And he does a good job.
He's the only person that can beat people up in this movie.
I really was like, this kid, no offense, Kane Kasugi, but wow.
Yeah.
This kid's doing some fucking crazy shit. He's everywhere.
He is everywhere.
Flipping off guys, not with his middle finger, but like kicking them and then flipping off of them and high kicks. And like, he actually looks like he's kicking their asses.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't look like a child fighting grown ass men. It looks like a child beating the hell out of grown ass men.
Yeah. Using his full body weight to knee them in the head and things like that.
Oh, it was
Ouch.
great. So they all win. And Arkadian takes Vanity and bails. And I guess he goes to like this, your
Factory.
cliche factory.
Floating dock zone
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Chains hanging from the ceiling.
And we got to mention that the little brother has been tied up and he robots his way out of the ropes.
Oh, yeah.
I loved that.
Ugh.
I can't escape. I know. I'll do the robot out of him. Wiggles free.
The first time in the theater, I'm boiling over at this point. I'm so fucking mad. They're like, fight scene, yes, and it's this shit. And then rather than like breakdancing out of ropes, the only kid that can beat anybody up is 6? What the fuck is happening in this movie? I'm just like steam coming out of my ears.
So they all follow him they follow Arkadian to the warehouse, and the bro gets nabbed by a Sho Nuff guy, and Leroy comes in and kicks his ass, and the kid gets tossed into this dumpster by Sho Nuff, and he bonks his head pretty fucking hard on like a gas
It's like
canister.
gas tank, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that kid was dunzo.
He's at least he's concussed.
I thought there was going to be some heavy, like, whoa,
Oh,
this just took a different direction.
This got real.
Yeah, but
And
no.
then he tears his brain out of his ear or something in revenge, which would have got me back in the first time around. It didn't happen.
Did not happen.
No.
Well, finally, Leroy and Sho Nuff are going to fight.
Oh, that took a while.
And Sho Nuff has red glow,
But only in his hands.
right?
We don't know that he has that harem of ladies. There
Nobody
could be
else has
some,
had the glow so far. I'd say that's intimidating enough.
But it's only in his hands.
Yeah, well, either way,
Yeah.
he
Oh shit, I don't have the
There's-
glow.
some fighting. Looks like Bruce Leroy is going to do okay. Nope. The villain has glowing hands, at which point 12-year-old me is in the theater ready to not care what happens and stand up and scream, "Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me right now?"
So he's choking Leroy out because now he's the better fighter. He's glowing, and when he punches, sparks come off of Leroy and shit. And he's getting his ass kicked. And he's
Yeah.
choking him, but then Leroy digs down within himself, and he's got the yellow glow.
Which now
He's got pee power.
Yeah.
12-year-old me is like, "Oh, fuck. Fuck you too."
And he kicks Sho Nuff's ass.
He's Sho Nuff.
He tosses him into a bathtub.
Yeah, pretty much.
A water pool thing that they have at factories and movies.
Well, then Arkadian's up on this gangway, and he shoots at Leroy. And Leroy goes down. Everybody
I'm-
screams.
12-year-old Sam goes, "Thank God."
Yes.
Yeah.
But he's caught the bullet in his teeth. Fuck. Because he's the fucking master, man. He's got the glow.
There was some mention of it earlier in the
Catching bullet in
theater.
his teeth.
Yeah, the Shogun of Show Nuff's like, "You catch some bullets in your teeth or some shit," and gets all pissed off at him. And says he's going to kick his ass. So there was foreshadowing to that event.
Well, he hangs Arkadian from a chain, and the cops come in, and Leroy's gone. He's vanished. And Vanity's crew show up, and they're like, you got to be on in 6 minutes. Get your ass in the studio.
Soul Train doesn't wait for Benny Hill karate fights.
So she's looking around for him, and she's all bummed, but she goes on anyways, and she's singing sad songs to the crowd, and then he shows up in all white out of nowhere with flowers.
Yeah, he probably killed a man for those flowers.
Somebody's like, who's this punk? And the little brother's like, that's no punk, that's my brother. He's the master.
Yeah.
And they get
Xanadu ended.
Xanadu ended by kissing Crane into the ceiling.
They were both super uncomfortable on that platform.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, you can't skip the part though at the end where he's mouthing something to her, and she's like, I can't hear you. I don't know what you're saying. And then the music cuts out, and he's like, will you show me some more moves?
Oh, God, yeah.
And then they run together and kiss, and they throw the flowers up in the air, and
should have been something like they should have set up boobs or something, and then he should have been like, will you show me your boobs? Because moves, it could have been like, I know what the audience knows what he's implying, that it's sex moves, but the people at the studio, the dance studio, could have just been like, oh yeah, she's going to show him some dance moves. I thought that was the weakest joke of the whole film.
Huh.
So that's why I didn't mention it. Questions?
Do you guys still want the glow?
Yeah, dude, I think it's awesome, man. Why wouldn't I?
All right, Jackie.
no,
Oh,
Okay, how come?
because I only saw 2 colors, and I don't want either one of those colors.
you
Red or
get your own
yellow?
color.
Yeah,
No, you said we didn't get to pick our color.
that's true.
Well, it doesn't have to be red or yellow.
I still don't want it.
Okay.
You take the risk on what color. You could end up getting purple,
Yeah, which would suck.
fuchsia, mauve.
Yeah.
You
No.
can actually have a brown glow.
Ooh.
Yeah. How does that even work?
Yeah. No, I'll take it. I don't care what color. It'd be fun.
All right.
It'd be neat. I'd be the best at something all the time. I'd be glowing nonstop. Be like, I didn't even know I could do that. I'm already the master. That's how good at shit I am.
No, you'd be dead after a while. I'd be like, I don't know what happened. You just glowed to death.
Like I die from the glow, or you?
No, I
murder
would
me?
push your ass in the
Just
pond.
murders
That
you.
is
and
not
murder
nice.
you.
That is
Oh,
really mean.
it is
I'm the
not.
best at shit, and you're gonna murder me for it because you're jealous.
That should be an ultimate compliment to you.
What's Arkadian's job?
Crime boss.
Is he?
Accountant for Safeway.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't see him having a job.
So he's like, maybe he's a banker and he's just like stolen a bunch of money and he's just sort of like on borrowed time at this point.
Maybe. Because the only mention to him having money is that he's riding on people's coattails. That he rode on the boxer guys' coattails. Now he's riding on her coattails, but neither of them succeeded, so they didn't make any money.
But he has suitcases full of cash.
He's rich as shit. I don't get it. Sammy?
So you're Barry Gordy. You commission this film. You bring people to the set all the time.
Right.
We forgot to mention that at one point, Diana Ross offers to buy Seventh Heaven for her tour. Probably was given it.
Not in the film, in real life.
In real life,
Yeah.
she tried to, but she was like, "This is fucking amazing. I want to buy this." Probably worked something out. You get up in the morning and shit gold records.
Mhm.
You know how to make an album, and you go, "This is the way to make a movie."
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what he was thinking.
He definitely was not glowing in this department.
No,
It's better than
Xanadu.
yeah. Well, I was gonna say Monogam Globin, trying to be. I know what music industry is.
Yes.
You barely know what movies are, bud. So it's better than that.
Oh, I'm gonna shut you down. The apple was so much better than this.
Oh,
Huh.
Eat the apple, golden
All right.
apple.
I
you
don't know
like-
about that.
You liked that movie, but I'm not saying that it's a further divergence because that is a complete catastrophe. This really isn't that bad.
This had a chance.
Yeah.
A couple of times to be something if it would have picked a thing to be.
Yeah, exactly. Jackie?
I have no questions.
Yeah, and I think that's where, like, to reiterate, that's like when you make records, that's the whole idea is that you know what the record is.
Uh-huh.
And
Okay, I'm going to edit that out because it wasn't even a sentence. You stupid
you're not a
fuck.
sentence.
Go ahead.
No, the Barry Gordy thing was my last question.
Okay, well, I got a good one.
Okay.
Who's your favorite character?
I'm gonna say Johnny.
Okay, you like Johnny, the inept kung fu guy.
Yeah, because he just owned it. He's like,
Mhm.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm not good at this. I'm just gonna fuck around like I'm at my grandma's house and nobody's watching. And I can appreciate that.
Mrs. Green,
Mrs. Green. Okay.
his mom that
Yeah.
throws the pizza.
Throwing the pizza?
Yeah.
All right. Is she your favorite character, or is just that scene so funny for you
Well,
that
that makes her character, and that's why she's my favorite character.
Okay, all right. Fair enough. I'm also going to go with Johnny. I thought nobody else would pick Johnny, so I'm kind of surprised about that.
Yeah.
I also really fucking love Sho Nuff. How
Sho
did
Nuff's-
nobody pick Sho Nuff?
Sho Nuff's awesome. I rock Mike Best character. I like Mike Best.
Yeah.
He's amusing throughout.
Yeah, he's no Sho Nuff. That guy, man, that guy is a fucking performer. Whoever played Sho Nuff, he gave it all of it.
Yeah, he was owning that
Yeah.
role.
And that's why I liked Johnny as well, is because they both just were into their roles. Just they nailed it, both of the actors.
Yeah. Juluis Carry the third, once
Juluis
again.
Carry the third, yeah. Final recommendations. Starting with Jackie.
Oh, man. It didn't have a dragon.
Get off of it.
Shove it up your butt. It did not have a dragon. I'm
Not-
never going to give it this up.
Very
No dragon.
few movies do.
But I was entertained and I thought it had some quirkiness to it. And I'm going to have to say that I liked it. And I'm going to have to give it a due, even without the dragon.
Well, I think it's just one of the weirdest movies that I've ever seen.
Okay.
And that's why, even though I hated it the first time, the third time I loved it.
Eloquent.
Absolute do.
Okay. I am also going to give it a do, and I give it a mega do. I fucking loved this movie. I thought it was awesome. It came out of left field, had no idea what it was, no idea what it was about. I wasn't expecting a karate movie. I was expecting shenanigans, and it gave me shenanigans.
Yeah.
And some of the acting was so stinking good and hilarious. The kid brother is fucking phenomenal.
He is.
The weakest link is Timac, but it's just because his character's such a douche. He still does. I mean, he does his job.
Yeah. Well, I think that he's paired very well with Vanity, however.
Yeah. Oh, she stinks, as always. I just thought it was great. I thought it was hilarious,
Yeah.
intentionally funny, well-delivered jokes, some really strong writing. Fight scenes, other than Eddie Reyes Jr.,
Ernie Reyes
Ernie,
Jr.
yeah. But yeah, I thought it was awesome. So good job on that one, Sam. Much better than Biggles.
Fuck you. Biggles is fucking shit.
Yeah, Biggles is awesome.
Last Dragon's awesome. All right, next up is Jackie's pick. It will be Razzie Bega winner Moby Dearest, starring Faye Dunaway in her second appearance on Stinker Madness in just a month.
I'd appreciate it if you'd say it correctly.
Moby Dearest.
Mummy dearest.
Dearest.
Fed Dunaway.
High drama. All right, get to the jobber.
Visit us at www.stinkermadness.com. Follow Stinker Madness on Twitter at Stinker Madness. Please rate and review us on iTunes and Stitcher. Thank you for listening, and get to the chopper.
Here comes that AC again. You know, it's me, AC. You know who I am, damn it.
God damn it, I'm AC. That's all he said ever.
He's such a blowhole
Don't get it.
because the air blows out of a hole.
You don't remember AC, do you, Jackie?
AC Kellings.
Yeah.
Or Andrew Kellings, who goes by AC.
Nope.
O.J. Simpson trial.
Driver.
Which has been-
Driver of the white Bronco.
The talk of everything because the documentary was apparently amazing. Was it the anniversary of the O.J. Simpson trial this year? Is that what that was?
I don't know.
Jaws' anniversary, it was like on Tuesday or something.
Okay. Here's your trophy.
I like Jaws.
I like Orca better.
I don't know about that. Orca's pretty dumb. It's like dumb funny.
Orca's awesome.
Yeah, it is, but not like quality like Jaws.
Yeah, Jaws is a good movie. Orca is also a not quality movie, but it's
Super fun.
I prefer it actually.
Hi. Huh.
Maybe I don't know. It's hard to say. I like Orca. Here we go.